Welcome, everybody, to the Carolina Outdoors. We're here to talk about all the cool things to do outdoors these days, but what a difference a week makes. Hi, I'm Bill Barty, one of the outdoor guys from Jesse Brown's, and normally sitting beside me is Don Yeager, but he's on assignment. That's normally what we've said over the past 20 plus years that we've done the Carolina Outdoors, but this time he really is on assignment. Also, we are bringing the Carolina Outdoors to you via taping at Jesse Brown's. You can go and see the video portion of this radio show and podcast all at jessebrowns.com. Also, hello to all the people up and down the eastern seaboard who are listening to us via the airwaves of WBT Radio up and down the eastern seaboard from 5 a.m. to 6. So, for those of you who are new to us or maybe joining digitally via podcast or the Jesse Brown's news segment on our website, jessebrowns.com, what we do each week is come in to talk about outdoor activities, people of interest, things that are making the news. And we oftentimes talk, this time of year especially, about travel. But that is something that is slipping away as we speak these days because travel is not occurring. Last week on the Carolina Outdoors program, we talked a bit about our customers at Jesse Brown's who were turned away at the gate. Another group got caught in Argentina as well. So due to not the United States, but that country closing its borders. That's something that's happening around the world, and in troubling times, there is some comfort in that we're all in it together. It's not this region or this town or this illness or this disaster striking just one place. This is something that we are taking on across the globe. And in knowing that, it doesn't make it any easier to deal with it, but maybe it does. Maybe it does, knowing that all neighbors are in this thing together. We've done the Carolina Outdoors here at WBT. It, believe it or not, existed before Don Yeager and Bill Barty. Tom Desio was on the Carolina Outdoors previous to us and for years. And we were fans and listeners to the program then. But through our career of the Carolina Outdoors, through Jesse Brown's, we've seen a lot of things, whether it be an economic crisis. And at Jesse Brown's, of course, we outfit people who are doing fun things, but when an economic crisis occurs, it limits some of the options that those people can do. We've gone through 9/11, and that was very wounding, not just to the people who perished in New York and Pennsylvania and Washington, D.C., but it was wounding to all of us in the United States and beyond, the psyche and how we expected to do things of recreation and in the outdoors. And during 9/11, again, when we were feeling terrible psychologically and emotionally, and we were just sad and that sort of thing, we talked about the outdoors and how people utilize the outdoors in time of crisis, whether it be illnesses from long ago and far away. People would go outdoors to get into the fresh air and be away from each other for a moment and use the outdoors not just for congregating, but use it the opposite of that, for solitary time. Wounded people, both psychologically and physically, who return from war, whether it be the Civil War, World War I especially, is when modern recreation in our country really had a lift because many veterans coming back from that war needed time to decompress, reflect, be alone with themselves just to heal. And there's a little bit of that going on now as well. We talked about that during 9/11. We recognized how the outdoors could be used recreationally for us as a solitary sport. And it makes me think of course, turkey season is coming up, both South Carolina with the new season. So check South Carolina DNR for that information. But their season has changed a little bit in order to lift the numbers of turkey in the state of South Carolina. That season has changed, and there'll be plenty of turkey hunters that are still getting outdoors, enjoying that season. That's not going away, and in fact, it could be more important this year than any other year prior. Ask a turkey hunter if you don't believe me with that, because you know how they are, for sure, serious business. The fishing community. In fact, at Jesse Brown's, we've had a lot of people going fishing. We talk about it in the store. Why? How are people going fishing? And fishing and fly fishing is what we purvey and what we promote most oftentimes at Jesse Brown's and on the Carolina Outdoors. But it's something that is a sport that you can do with your friends and family and that sort of thing. But in this time of restriction, so to speak, it is a sport that you can do by yourself. You can get outdoors, be with your equipment, your rod, your reel, enjoy the environment around you, the babbling brook in front of you, and try to figure out that puzzle of how you can get that particular fish to strike that particular fly, how to hook that fly into the lip of that fish, land it, release it, and then do over. There's something comforting in being by yourself and enjoying that puzzle, that challenge in our Carolina Outdoors. So, with all of that being said, what does it mean for us here at the Carolina Outdoors and at Jesse Brown's, where the outdoor guys from Jesse Brown's, that's where we hang our hat. You hear us say it per segment each week. What does that mean for us in promoting being outdoors during a time that people don't want to be promoted to? At Jesse Brown's, we have adjusted our hours. That's one thing that we did as a small business in the community, the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. We've adjusted our hours. We've also expanded our offerings as well, like curbside pickup. So we're a retail store. We're a brick and mortar retail store. We do invite you to go to jessebrowns.com to check out the offerings that we have, but we've always been centered towards visits. Now, some people may call that antiquated and that sort of thing, but it never have been a e-tailer. Our website is amped up a bit for reservations and purchase for pickup at Jesse Brown's, but that's one of the offerings that we've expanded, curbside pickup. So once you reserve that item at the Jesse Brown's website, you can circle around back. You'll see our back stairwell. It's a low traffic area back there, and we have it noted where the curbside pickup location is. You just simply call us at the Jesse Brown's phone number. It's on our website, 704-556-0020. Give us a call, and we will safely hustle down your purchase, your reservation, or that sort of thing. The other thing that we do is oftentimes we promote sun protection and the sun protection clothing that we sell at Jesse Brown's. We've backed off of that a bit, and we've talked about not just the product, but the services that are involved in being outdoors, being mentally and physically healthy in the pursuits that we want you to do because we think they're healthy pursuits. So we'll talk more about that in the upcoming segments of the Carolina Outdoors. Thank you for listening. We'll be back on the other side.